I've been obsessed with Life is Strange for a long time, and although the developers chose to never fully explain how all the magic and powers work, I think there have been enough hints and evidence to piece it together. Here's how I think the universe of Life is Strange works, so far. I'll be borrowing pieces from previous videos to sort of make a mega thesis. I think Arcadia Bay has a higher power within itself. Maybe it's tied to the land or the town, and this higher power has a will of its own with a desire to guide certain people. The reason I think this is because there are several characters who are guided in dreams and are actually shown the future. The first person is Samuel, the janitor of Blackwell Academy. I've already made several videos about him, so I'll borrow some points from there. Arcadia Bay speaks to Samuel and tells him the future several times.
An important thing to note is the origin of the name Samuel. Reddit user Boiled Meatloaf pointed out the root name of Samuel is the Hebrew name Shmuel, which means God has heard. He does seem to hint that he understands and knows a lot more than we think.
Sounds like you have a lot of time on your hands.
In episode 1, he says the following things that made me think, can he see the future?
What do you think happened to her?
Best not to dwell on the past. Samuel looks forward, like a clock.
He also says this, inferring that he knows what you need to do before you even know what you need to do.
And watch your step around here, Max. After I sweep, I paint.
Basically giving you a hint on how to dump paint on Victoria, which does that mean he knew what was happening before it happened? Well, in episode 4...
If anybody knows, it will be you. My dreams tell me that.
But...
Max, all I can tell you is to stay on your path and you'll find what you're looking for. Rachel Amber is waiting too.
In episode 2, he also says,
That's your spirit animal. Nothing weird there except you saw yours. Could be a sign about your destiny.
And in episode 2, we did see that doe on top of Rachel's grave. And in episode 4, you see the doe fading away after you discover Rachel's body.
what do you think about all those dying birds?
Samuel had to bury dozens near the Tabanga.
Is that cool with the Tabanga?
We'll find out if the souls of the bird move on. Not that we can prove it.
It's so ominous.
Unless it's fate, then it doesn't matter. Get out now, Max, while time is on your side. As I was just saying to her, that's because science has no explanation. Well, no offense to Miss Grant here, but this is just the beginning.
Beginning of what?
Oh, I don't believe anything ever ends, especially time. That's why I can sense something bigger is coming to Arcadia Bay. And Max, I don't like it at all.
Not only does the entity speak to Samuel, it also speaks to Chloe in her dreams and before the storm. The raven shows Rachel on fire in the dream, long before Rachel actually sets the whole forest on fire. It's prophetic and proves some magical intervention. The raven also shows Chloe where Rachel is.
You made a new friend today.
Of all the places she could look for Rachel, the raven showed Chloe that Rachel was standing in front of a tree. A smaller hint might also be Chloe's shirt in the dream, showing the lighthouse. Maybe everything leads to the lighthouse. And when Rachel screams at the burning tree, it sounds like an animalistic bird cry. If you look in the journal during the stream, you can see some references to the distant future with Max. A drawing of Max wearing her clothes in the events of Life is Strange, and some text then for that Max won't see Chloe until she's dead. Which is true, Max doesn't see Chloe until she dies. So this proves the Raven can see that far ahead in time, all the way to the events up and through Life is Strange. There's a point on the train tracks where she even follows a raven towards where Rachel is. William doesn't want Chloe to be alone, so he guides her towards a girl he thinks would help Chloe heal. And yes, I think Before the Storm is canon because the developers of Season 1 approved all the story points made by Deck 9. In Before the Storm, the entity speaks to Chloe through her father and through a raven. I personally believe that people who die tragic or violent deaths in Arcadia Bay become a part of it. Their ghosts gain the ability to affect the living world by becoming a part of Arcadia Bay and being able to use its powers. Rachel's ghost guides Max in the form of a deer through the game. It guides her through the storm.
Oh no! Not again! Why is this happening to me?
Here we go again.
Oh my lord! The tornado is back!
It is also spotted in episode 2 on top of her grave in the junkyard that is not revealed until episode 4.
Look!
That looks exactly like the same doe from my tornado
It
vision.
looks a little transparent.
Oh,
and
there
it
it
looks
is.
blurry. What the fuck? Are you seeing this?
Oh, yeah.
I know exactly where I'm going!
It was trying to guide Max towards safety, but also to who killed her.
It feels like Rachel is guiding us to the truth.
Oh.
Fuck the truth. I just want to find my friend right now. It scares me to think where she could be.
It also shows Max the future in her dreams. The very first scene of Life is Strange Season 1 is a prophetic dream, just like the dreams of Samuel and Chloe. So Rachel became the deer, William became the raven, and Chloe became the butterfly. The butterfly appears in the bathroom before Chloe dies the first time. But given the amount of time loops Max went through, it makes sense her soul would come into the scene out of order. And if you let Chloe die, the same butterfly is on her casket, letting Chloe become a part of the Arcadia Bay Ghost Gang. YouTuber A Girl in the Game says it very well in her own video, The Mystery of Max's Powers.
But how could Chloe give Max her powers? She got shot in the bathroom by Nathan. She didn't know about Max's powers until she told her at the end of episode 1. As soon as she rips the photo, a blue butterfly flies through the window, signaling Max to take a picture. Before Max takes a photo, you are given an option to look at the butterfly. When Max does, she says this.
Whoa, where did that butterfly come from? It doesn't look like any kind I've ever seen before. The blue wings are practically glowing. I can almost feel the air moving around me. The butterfly feels almost like a spirit.
The butterfly as a spirit animal is often associated with transformation, rebirth, playfulness, time, and celebration. At the end of episode 5, if you choose the sacrifice Chloe ending, Max is brought back to the very moment Chloe died in the bathroom, which causes their timeline to heal itself. During Chloe's funeral, the small blue butterfly from the bathroom flies by and lands on Chloe's coffin. I believe the butterfly is Chloe, her spirit. I believe that Chloe was the one who gave the powers to Max. Be it magic or some supernatural power, Chloe's spirit gave Max the ability to rewind time. With Max messing around with time, it is possible that the streams have crossed paths. Even if you chose Sacrifice Arcadia Bay ending, it is possible that all those alternate realities are out there. That may be the reason why and how the butterfly came into the bathroom to begin with. So why go through all this trouble? Why give this shy photographer a power to rewind time? She needed time for Chloe. Whether it was to keep her alive, to make her happy, or to help her achieve something, it was all for her. She was her #1 priority. She hasn't seen Chloe in 5 years and feels incredibly guilty for it. The butterfly represents their reunion as best friends. The tornado was the impending doom, the reality that must have happened, Chloe dying. The power of rewinding time gave Max a chance to heal the hurt that she has caused for herself and Chloe.
So Arcadia Bay is a magical place that allows those who died tragically to become a part of it, maybe adding to its power. And if I'm right, who died in Samuel's life that made him connected to Arcadia Bay's dream network? It seems that in order to get the dreams, you need to have someone important to you die. For Max, Chloe died, and for Chloe, William died. Thanks for watching. Some other cool YouTubers who cover Life is Strange are William Hella, Vid Evage, and A Girl in the Game who cover the game with no spoilers, while Ability Drain and Stop Me O covers the game with spoilers. If you have any other YouTubers who cover Life is Strange that you would like to recommend, please let me know in the comments. Thank you to all the Geek Remix patrons who make these videos financially sustainable.
Jeg føler jeg når some arms, my arms, when the